Going
So
crazy.
let's jump into Shake Shack.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
It's Shake Shack. I feel like we were talking about Chipotle, and I'm just like, Chipotle is a really good company. We love it. I ate it before the episode started again.
Still ate it, even though you're seeing
uh,
Shake Shack.
Yeah. Like, I ate Shake Shack too. Like, per usual. I didn't eat breakfast, so. But Shake Shack is doing pretty tremendous here.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
even
a $3.4 billion company. You know, most of their stores are owned. They actually license some of their stores out. So
in other countries or America.
both.
Mm.
So you can't franchise it, but you can actually come to a licensing agreement with Shake Shack, and you can open a store.
If you have enough money and enough,
Yeah, I
enough,
mean, obviously.
enough,
Yeah.
you know.
So Shake Shack right now
Negotiations.
has 510 locations. 510 locations, and they're making about $300 million a quarter in revenue.
And they're a $3 billion company.
Yeah, 3.2. So you could say roughly like 3 times revenue.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think they're pretty cheap.
They're down 15% the past 3 months.
I mean, not that that's a metric I would look on
What's
to
that?
determine which stock I'm gonna buy. But I mean, it's priced really cheap. They're making $300 million a quarter, 510 stores. They're planning to open 80 more locations this year. They just recently opened up a store in Hong Kong. They have a store in Tokyo, Thailand. Like, they have all these new international stores that they open up, and American companies do great overseas.
Yeah.
I think anybody who watches American companies overseas notice that they do pretty well. Like, people love American stuff.
For sure. So
good time for a Trump hat.
What are some of the numbers? Like, I'm sure you probably got them. Like, I'd be interested to hear.
So yeah, I was looking at them, right? And Shake Shack's been around for a long time. I grew up in Manhattan, so Shake Shack started in Manhattan. They started in the Park.
Wow, like on a cart?
2004, yeah. They started in the cart, Madison Square Park. They started there. Like, I've ate at that location. Pretty cool location.
Oh, wow, they still have that location.
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful location. A lot of smack dab in the middle of a bunch of corporate office buildings.
All right.
So the line's always long but super fast. They serve the beer. I love Shake Shack for serving beer.
Right, so keep going.
Chipotle doesn't do.
Yeah, keep going.
Right? So system wide, like with licensed stores and everything else, they're making $1.7 billion a year in revenue. I think that's pretty good for up and coming.
That's like
food.
That's
spot.
almost like half of their market
cap. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's pretty impressive.
Wow.
And then the total revenue on it, like that Shake Shack is getting, is $1.1 billion. So like their revenue is $1.1 billion.
Out of all that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yearly they're doing pretty good. And then out of the 510 locations, like they have 180 internationally. So it's almost like a third of the store locations are international.
Yeah, really more, yeah.
Like,
that's almost half.
Their
that's close to half.
Is pretty big. I mean, Chipotle's doing what, 3,000 stores?
3,300,
right?
Yeah.
3,300. Shake Shack's at 500.
So
already.
give me a
like
good.
What's the the CEO, Rob Lynch. He's literally predicting 15% growth
every year.
Yeah, every year for the foreseeable future. So it looks like Shake Shack's probably going to be opening up another 80 to 100 stores every year.
Okay, so give me and the informed or maybe the uninformed guests, because I would like to know. I'm sure some of them would like to know. Based on everything you said, where would you really see Shake Shack being down 15% right now in the 3 months?
Oh yeah,
at $85?
I mean, it's down 15%. We were looking at it at 105, 100. We were buying it there.
Would you think this is a good point?
Like we see it come down to $85. We're like, whoa, that's a big discount.
Do you think this would be a good point to buy? And if so, where do you see it going? And maybe in the next
Shake
couple
Shack
of years.
at 85 right now. I felt like the end of the year would be $100, $125 smooth, and I feel like from there it can really push higher, because it's a relatively small cap. Even though it's $3 billion, some people consider that a small cap.
Compared to the general market.
Yeah. I mean, considering McDonald's $180 billion market cap.
So what would be the benefit on investing in something like Shake Shack with such a low market cap, and then say the difference of trying to invest in Chipotle with such a large one?
Oh, well, I mean, if you're investing in Chipotle, right, like you have to realize that a lot of the money's been made already, right? Is there still money to be made because they're doing stock repurchases and things of that nature? Yes, absolutely. Plus, they're still opening more stores and they're still growing and they're still getting more efficient.
Right.
But Shake Shack is like, if Shake Shack goes from 500 stores to 1,000 stores, that's tremendous for them.
That's heavy.
If Shake Shack goes from 500 stores to 2,000 stores, that's a lot more money that they're making.
It might take like 5 years based on the pace they're on.
I mean,
opening 80 a year.
think about it, right? If the first year this year, right, they have 500 stores, they open in 80, so they'll be at 580. Let's say they open up another 80 next year, 660. Let's say 15% of that is 100. So what? After like 2026, they open up 100 stores a year plus.
Yeah.
Like if the stores are successful, of course.
So you're saying a lot of the money really hasn't been made because it's such a low market cap, so it would be worth looking into.
I feel like there's a lot of money to be made on Shake Shack. Shake Shack is a very good food company that's doing everything right. Like you like the food, obviously. Like I know you love the food. I love the food. I eat there a few times a week as well. That
Honestly,
is Chipotle. I could kind of live off that. Honestly, those two, I can hang my hat out.
That's better than McDonald's. More fresh.
Oh yeah. Definitely, McDonald's is cool, but it's
It
kind of
ain't
like
that. It ain't that. I'll tell you that.
No. It's kind of like last minute food or just quick stop food, But Shake Shack's food is delicious. Really, really good stuff. Those cheese fries and then with the Brooklyn Lager. No, I love the beer. Chipotle doesn't sell any beer.
So, pitch me or anybody else. Maybe not a pitch, but what is your main reason, if you didn't already say it, to why you would be invested in Shake Shack? Is there any other reason other than what you said why you're like, this is also another reason?
Shake Shack is kind of like the same thing as like Chipotle. Like they make a few $1 million a store, and they make a few.
Do you know how much it takes to get back each store, or no?
Oh no, the payback period.
No, that's
no.
okay. It's so hard to find information on them. I tried to look up too. It's really like it's not like it's hard, but it's not like as much as Chipotle. Because Chipotle is like so big.
Like the great thing about Shake Shack right now is that it has room to grow, and if they're growing 80 to 100 stores every year for the next 4 or 5 years, you're looking at a company market cap that's going to go from $3.5 billion to somewhere around 8, 9, or 10. So the stock price can easily triple.
Damn.
Easily go from 80, 85 all the way to like 250, 225.
I think you convinced me to open like a little couple $1,000 position when I get my next divvy. I think I'm gonna maybe portion out 25% out just for some positions.
I mean the numbers are so similar to Chipotle.
Hopefully it doesn't go up every time Tony talks about something. It just rockets up. Like I swear, like even every episode we started from Tesla, we started the first episode, it was down. Then we were just talking about Chipotle, was super down, and it even went